All right, let's jump right in. We're going to tackle a question that, used to be pure science fiction, but now, well, it feels like it's right around the corner. What happens when the things we create become smarter than we are? That's the heart of the singularity struggle.
So it all really boils down to this, right? AI versus humans. Who wins? And I mean, this isn't just some fun thought experiment for a philosophy class anymore. It is fast becoming one of the most critical questions we have to face about our own future.
But hold on, before we can even try to pick a winner, we've got to get on the same page about what we're actually talking about. We need to understand this massive event horizon that might be just ahead of us, the technological singularity.
So what even is the singularity? Look, it's not just about your laptop getting a bit faster next year. Think of it like a tipping point. It's that hypothetical moment where AI becomes so smart, it starts improving itself. And it does it so fast that we can't keep up. We can't control it. We can't even really understand it. It's like a runaway train of intelligence that could literally rewrite the rules of human civilization as we know it. Yeah, it's a big deal.
And just look at how fast things are moving. I mean, think about it. The gap between the printing press and the telephone? Centuries. The telephone to the internet? About 100 years. But the leap to the kind of generative AI we're all talking about now, that happened in like a decade. The curve of progress isn't just a curve anymore. It's starting to look like a vertical wall. And that's why this whole idea of a singularity suddenly feels really, really close.
Okay, so what's the engine behind this insane acceleration? Let's look at the first argument, the case for AI's inevitable rise. And this argument, well, it's not based on feelings or sci-fi stories. It's built on a foundation of cold, hard math. And the core concept, the real engine here, is something called exponential growth. And just to be clear, we're not talking about things getting a little bit better each year. No, this is like a snowball rolling downhill, getting bigger and faster and bigger and faster, a true runaway chain reaction of progress. And this is where you can really see the problem. Our brains, I mean, they're amazing, right? But they're basically running on the same hardware we've had for thousands of years. It's biologically fixed. We're not getting a brain 2.0 anytime soon. But AI's potential? That's a whole different story. It's that vertical line you see. It's not just on track to pass us, it's on track to leave us so far behind, we look like we're standing still. I mean, just try to wrap your head around this. An intelligence that can process information millions of times faster than you can. It has flawless logic, perfect recall, and infinite memory. This is the kind of mind that can solve problems like protein folding, something that baffled us for decades, or become the undisputed master of the most complex game in the world in just a few hours. And the kicker? It never gets tired. It doesn't need sleep. It just keeps learning, keeps improving, 24/7, 365. Okay, but wait a minute. Is that really the whole picture? Is intelligence just a horsepower race, a simple numbers game? Maybe not. So now, let's flip the coin and talk about the other side of this argument, the case for human resilience. And this quote, I think, really gets to the core of it. What if the things that make us, well, us, our creativity, our empathy, our very consciousness, what if those aren't just really complex math problems for a computer to solve? What if there's something else entirely? The very essence of what it means to be alive. So what are we talking about here? Well, first, true creativity. Not just mashing up data it's already seen, but coming up with something genuinely new, something from nothing. Then there's emotional intelligence, empathy, the stuff that lets us connect, build families, build entire civilizations. And then there's the big one, consciousness. That feeling of actually being you inside your own head, the subjective experience of seeing the color red or feeling sad. Can a machine, an algorithm, ever truly feel that? That's a huge question.
So you see the two sides lining up, right? On one side, you have this unimaginable, raw computational power. On the other, you have deep, messy, beautiful human consciousness. So maybe we're asking the wrong question. Maybe it's not about who wins. Maybe the real question is, what on earth does our future look like when both of these things exist together?
Because this isn't just another tech trend. This is a fundamental fork in the road for all of humanity. And the two paths ahead, man, they lead to two completely different worlds. Down one road, you have the struggle. It's a pretty bleak picture, right? A future where we're in constant competition with the very things we build, fighting for jobs, for resources, for control, a zero-sum game. But the other path, That's symbiosis, a future where we work with AI. Imagine our human creativity and empathy guiding its incredible logic. Our biggest ideas supercharged by its processing power. We could solve problems we've never even dared to tackle. It's a future of mutual growth, where 1 plus 1 equals 1,000. And this, right here, is probably the most important part of this whole conversation, because neither of those futures is guaranteed. It's not written in stone. It's not some prophecy we just have to accept. It's a future that we are building, right now, today, with every algorithm we design, every policy we write, every single choice we make. So what does that actually mean? What can we do? Well, for starters, we have to build our ethics, our values, right into the DNA of these systems from day one. This can't be an afterthought. Second, this conversation can't just happen in Silicon Valley. We need a global dialogue. And third, and this is so important, we have to make a conscious choice to build AI that helps humans, that augments our abilities, not just an AI that's designed to make us obsolete. You know, at the end of the day, the technology itself is just a tool, a really, really powerful tool, but a tool nonetheless. It's like fire. It can warm our homes or it can burn them down. We are the ones who decide how it's used. That choice between a future of conflict and a future of cooperation, yeah, that's on us. So let's go all the way back to that first question we asked. AI versus humans, who will win? Maybe that's the wrong question entirely. Maybe the real challenge isn't about winning or losing. Maybe the question we should all be asking ourselves is something much bigger, much more profound. What do we become together?